Hello again, everybody. Isn't that what Harry Carey used to say? Hello again, everybody, or probably every baseball announcer used to say that. This is a special edition of the Walgreens Reveal series. It's what's the word I was going to use for this? Damn it. Well, it's because I went to the mini Target today. My hair was a lot cooler this morning. Also, I think you can see that it's working. The hydroxychloroquine is working. I injected it like bleach. No, it's hydroxy. Where's that stuff? Hydroxy. Not hydroxycodone. Not hydrocodone is awesome painkillers. And I was also prescribed. I guess I talked about this yesterday, right? The hydroxyzine. HIPAA violation. Hydrocortisine. Is that? It's been working, so it doesn't look. It's better, trust me. It looks worse on camera than it is in reality. Anyway, I had to go to the and I think I'm working. I think I'm wearing the same thing I wore in the first video, and it's really hot in here because I turned my AC and fan unit off so it wouldn't hum in the background. Oh crap, I forgot that I should be playing music and then forget that I had it on and then tell you what song was playing. Let's do that right now. Where's my bagel radio? Here we go. Let's see. This is It's Not Me by Terry Maltz. Words. Kind of a little bit of a familiar beat there, but no, it sounded good. I also have the same shirt on that I had on yesterday because I only have about 3 things, but I only wore it for a couple hours, and I don't wash these things to death is my theory. So Walgreens. Diversion to the mini Target. So when I moved to where I live now a year ago, there's a big Target over on Elston for Chicago viewers. And then there's the mini Target opened on Milwaukee where the mega, in the hideous complex where the Mega Mall used to be. And they're equidistant. So I mostly go to the mini Target because it's more like aesthetically, like I only need a few little things, so let's go to the mini Target, not like the big Target. I don't know why that makes sense, but it does. And I needed some things that I couldn't get at Walgreens, namely, I guess we'll start with, I'm not going to start with this, but namely, because it's not at the top of the bag, namely, this particular kind of coffee that I like that Target sells. Here's the bag. See, now you can see that reverse or not, that it's a Target bag. And I can't believe how much money I spent. This is the post-pandemic. It's not even post-pandemic demand built up, but the last time I ordered groceries, I forgot to get tomatoes, which I've never liked tomatoes my whole life, but I've started to eat them now. And they didn't, because I'm slicing them up and putting them in things. Like, my special Sloppy Joe formulations and stuff. And they didn't have, like, regular just tomatoes. So I had to choose between, like, they had these, like, little organic grape tomatoes. And they were a little too fussy for me. A little too pretentious. Like, if someone saw me with those, they'd be like... And, so I got these, they're cocktail tomatoes, although they're way too big to be in a cocktail if you ask me. Tom, not Tom as in Tom's toothpaste or shoes. Now you can see the reverse image. See, there you go. So I got those. I usually don't do intermediate grocery supplemental supplies, I just eat, when I start to get low, I just eat whatever is left until nothing is left. Then I order pizza for 3 days. Then I get food delivery, and then I order pizza one more time because I'm so, too tired to cook after putting all my food together. Not just pizza, Chinese ribs. I like a lot. Rib tips are really expensive to get delivered. For almost a year, I didn't do any of that. And it was good because I lost a lot of weight. Now I've gained a smidge back because I have started doing that a little bit. But speaking of that, so my belt situation is ridiculous, and I've bought belts. It's hard to find a cool belt, especially like one that is inexpensive. And I actually went over to one of the thrift stores on Milwaukee yesterday, and none of those would do it. And I do have this one belt I have belts that are too big and too small. Some of them that I've like gouged an extra hole in. Like I know you can get a professional hole gouger, but I'm not going to do that when I can just jam a knife in there. And if my mom's watching, I jam the knife toward me, okay, because to maximize the chance that I get hurt. And I don't know. So, but then one of my belts is like, I don't want to just have to continually take the belt off and re-loop it when I change from this pair of jeans to those shorts to this or that. So I need a couple of them. So I got your good old-fashioned extra. This is for some shorts I have, even though it's not really shortsy material. And I noticed it's Goodfellow, which appears to be a new Target. Maybe it's not new because I don't know the house brands at Target, but I think Goodfellow is a house brand. Now, also I noticed, again, if my mom's watching, she'll get a kick out of this. Target used to be owned by, the company was called Dayton's, and look what I saw today is that's the old Dayton's logo. I haven't seen that in forever, right? You with me, people? All right, and then I got some. I ran out of little baby carrots. When the mom carrot and the dad carrot love each other very much, they make baby carrots. I had my old roommate, Tim Inkelbarger, Inky. He might be watching. One day he questioned my purchases of such things, like pre-cut vegetables, because you pay more for them to be pre-cut. And he's like, well, why don't you just buy regular like carrots or whatever, and then just give me $1 to cut them up for you. I can't quite remember. It was more clever the way he said it. Maybe he remembers. And I needed some gum, and I went with the 3-pack so I don't have to keep needing gum all the time. This was this is how I did my list. It's got a bunch of other stuff on there too, including from my doctor's telehealth thing. Did you know, is this true? Men over 50, which certainly isn't me, but for those who are, should get a shingles vaccine and a tetanus shot. The guy, just some punky little resident who's not even a real doctor. Well, you had a tetanus shot. I'm like, when I was 3, so anyway, that was my list. And then here's the coffee. I love this stuff. This is finally coffee that tastes as good as it smells. Vanilla, oh, it's backwards. Vanilla bean brulee. And this, I think, I don't know if this is the Target house brand. I think it might be Good and Gather, but it really works. Warm, sweet, creamy vanilla notes with hints of caramelized sugar. And it's a light roast, which for years and years, I would get the dark roast, thinking that was the more flavorful roast. But it turns out that light roast is the most flavorful. That's a big marketing problem, if you ask me. The jargon's all screwed up. And then I finally, I had, I don't know how often you guys buy towels, but for me, it's about every 30 years. And I think I had 6 or even 8 towels for a long time that I don't know if they're really getting threadbare, but once I got some census money in the bank, I'm like, maybe I need new, like, bedding type stuff and that, stuff like that. And when I went online, the towels were really expensive, but then at this mini Target, there were these like towels for like $3 and $4 each, and I'm like, that works. And so I got two, and I was like, holy shit! I had no idea towels could work this good. Like, I'd totally forgotten how great a towel can be. Like, it's great if you don't know that your towels have sucked all these years. Like, it just makes me dry. Like, I'm dry. Like that's just a revelation. Like, and so I got two more. I don't know if I need to really take them out. Got two more of these bad boys, and I can rotate my other ones. I'll keep a couple others in rotation, but four. I mean, I do laundry more often now than I used to because we have good units in washer and dryers in the house here now, and so that was I ponied up the money, but all that added up. I'll let you play The Price is Right. Put it in comments how much you think that all of that added up to. The tomatoes, the carrots, the gum, the coffee, and the towels. And I almost forgot, I also got sunglasses. I needed some new sunglasses, and usually I buy them at a gas station or something, but these are just your standard whatevers. I just needed them. Although, and look, there's that Dayton's logo again. Though when I first put them on, like, oh, I thought this thing poked me in the eye. Maybe I just poked myself in the eye with this. So, I mean, I've got cool sunglasses, but they're like broken or kind of too small now. And these are just to hold me over since I don't have anything else. So tell me in the comments how much you think it would be like The Price is Right. Tomatoes, carrots, gum, coffee, sunglasses, towels. Okay, and speaking of that, by the way, I saw this documentary, I guess, on YouTube the other night. It was about the perfect bid. I think it was called The Perfect Bid, and it was this guy who got obsessed with The Price is Right, and he created this spreadsheet of all the. I didn't know they did this, and this is back in the day, but like that they reused the same prizes over and over, and he created sometimes though different different versions of it, like X1 versus this version of the coffee table with the X2, these other features or whatever, and he memorized this database, and he would go to the show to be on the show day after day after day, and he would be the one. He would they all shout out to help out the players, and they started to pay attention to him, and he won people a lot of money, and then he finally got on the show for himself, and I don't know, whatever. It was interesting. I mean, they allowed it, too. I mean, if I was the show, I don't know if I would allow that. Like, hey, get that guy out of the audience. Like that's... And then they actually made him a guest. And it was interesting, though. They interviewed Bob Barker, and he was just like... He seemed to sincerely be like, I love the fans and the audience, and he would spend time talking to them and doing autographs and stuff just because he made bank on that show, and I didn't aspire to do anything else. And so what's in the news? I guess I'm going to start doing that later. I'll tell you what's in the news. Bullshit is what's in the news. So that'll be maybe that'll be the topic of my next video. So there you go. I know it was exciting. Let's see what Bagel Radio's got going right now. Really? Oh, this can't be the band Foreigner with the song La Femme. It must be the band La Femme with the song Foreigner.